So what you see behind me is a bunch of different chest exercises. See behind me is a bunch of different chest exercises. See behind me is a bunch of different chest exercises.
The videos we're looking at today are the most viewed, science-based chest workout tips and tricks videos from the best fitness influencers on YouTube.
Because it's not just random YouTubers that got this wrong. Some researchers did as well.
There is no perfect science. So any workout that is actually recommended to you based on the latest in science alone is not really gonna cut it.
We're going deep into the science.
There is no optimal exercise, there is no secret rep range or tempo, and there is no such thing as the ultimate chest workout.
All right, today we're ranking the top 8 chest exercises.
You're ranking my top 10 chest exercises.
Today I'm gonna rank them from the worst to the best.
Underrate and overrate exercises for the chest.
Surely as we go through this, we're gonna expect to see some very similar advice.
Slow, slow, slow. Pause, wait.
Your time under tension, horse shit.
Similar recommended exercises as with any muscle group on tips on how to grow your chest.
I gathered a list of the most popular chest exercises to rank them from worst to best.
5 rules of chest training.
These are 4 incredible chest builders you probably aren't doing.
But as I'm gonna show you, there's going to be a ridiculous amount of contradictions between all their advice.
This is a pretty subjective one, but I'm gonna put the pec deck machine in A tier.
I think it's overrated. Overrated. The pec fly machine is overrated.
Proving there is no secret to training and getting stronger.
I still don't think they're quite as smooth as cable flies, and so they're losing 1 point in the feels good department. I'm putting dumbbell flies in A tier. Okay, let's finish off.
All the shit that feels good is the stuff that everybody does at the gym, the stuff that gets you like no gains for the most part. Yeah, the cables feel good. Nobody gets massive on the cables. You know, I thought we knew this. You know what I mean? Like, you can go to the cables. Look at all the newbies that go to the cables. Oh, I really like this machine. It feels good.
You don't think it's easy. It's all pain.
An exercise feeling good is absolute BS. The only thing you need to care about when choosing your exercises is, can I progressively overload this exercise, make it heavier or harder week to week, month to month, year to year?
According to this blog post from Dr. Mike Israetel, most intermediate to advanced level lifters respond optimally to 12 to 20 sets per week. 8 to 10 sets per week? As you go beyond that, it's basically junk volume.
He cites Dr. Mike in the video and then proceeds to say anything over 10 sets is junk volume in his own video.
And when you look at the activation data, the pecs do activate on pullovers. I simply don't feel my pecs when I do this movement whatsoever.
But it's not about you, Jack! What kind of scientist are you, Jack?
More or less every client I've ever worked with says the same, and I don't see many top bodybuilders putting these on their chest day.
Only the best bodybuilders of all time.
The uppers, the freaking clavicular.
We're gonna be targeting those upper clavicular fibers of the chest the best.
If you want your upper pecs to develop, the line of pull has to go a little bit up.
Let's see what he says.
Bench press caused the same lower and mid pec growth.
Wow! What did I say? Just told you. Just told you.
Ignore the angles. You're either pressing for maximum weight or getting fly for maximum stretch.
And you can also optionally cross your arms over at the top to really max out that upper pec contraction and range of motion. I'm not so big on the contraction these days. To really max out that upper pec contraction and range of motion.
Jeff Nippard preached the contraction for 5 years on his channel.
To really max out that upper pec contraction and range of motion.
And just flip the switch to now it's the stretch to stretch.
There's enough for me to confidently say that the stretch is more important on average for most exercises.
But proving everything goes round and round in a pattern.
The reason a lot of people do that is because they saw other bodybuilders doing videos like DVDs from the 90s doing it.
The contraction is most likely not as important as the stretch is.
I'm looking at the dumbbell incline squeeze press.
I don't think this bullshit press is gonna give you deep engorged stride and feathered pectoralis.
All right, today we're going through another chest workout.
That's right, we're focusing on the upper chest exercises to
My top 5 favorite exercises. He's going to show us 5 of some of his favorite chest exercises. He's going to
surprise when you hear me say only 2. Because when it comes to chest training options, you know we've got quite a few of them.
These channels make these videos for the views. Each of them has 30 to 130 chest video tips and tricks on their channel. There's nothing possibly new you can get out of even more than 5 of these videos. So they're going round and round, relying on you to watch, thinking something new is going to be in there.
The perfect chest workout kicks off the series here today. It's the most effective chest workout you've ever done. Your go-to and favorite chest workout.
So today we're hitting chest. So if you're ready,
let's talk about how to grow upper pecs best. We have 14 tips for you today. Ready to grow your chest? Let's go.
We're doing chest, shoulders, and triceps today.
There's probably gonna be some meme exercises he creates, like the half kneeling, twisting, cable rotation. Will probably be S tier.
One, you get quite a lot more range of motion in the fully contracted position. All right, so as usual, we're kicking things off with a 5-minute general warm-up on the treadmill or Stairmaster, and then we're doing a few quick dynamic stretches like arm swings and cable external rotations.
Walk 5 minutes on the treadmill to get ready for your chest workout. Swing your arms a few times and feel good, we're ready to go. That's not the way you approach the proper warm-up.
Why? Stretching is killing your gains. Only to overlook one of the most important parts of the equation when they're done. Stretching.
Another perfect flip-flop. Stretching is killing your gains. Oh no, wait. Make sure you stretch during your workout 2 or 3 times.
And your goal is to do this 30 to 60 seconds, twice in a session. Why? Stretching is killing your gains.
Okay? To warm up before a workout, dynamic stretching, stretching in motion. After a workout or the day after, static stretching. If you don't stretch, fitness is a tightening process, okay? There's nothing to loosen you back up, so make sure on your days off, you're resetting that range of motion with some stretching.
According to this blog post from Dr. Mike Israetel, most intermediate to advanced level lifters respond optimally to 12 to 20 sets per week, but most people start running into recovery issues above 22 sets or more. 8 to 10 sets per week? As you go beyond that, it's basically junk volume.
You see, they say somewhere between 12 and 24 sets.
It's basically junk volume.
Of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 11 sets, that puts us at 22 total sets for the week.
It's basically junk volume. Lower rep range, something around 4 to 8 reps, so nice and heavy.
I'm gonna try to run through this twice, maybe 3 times.
When they're doing 3 or 4 sets, you should be able to get in 7 or 8.
Oh, somewhere between 10 and 15, 8 and 15 repetition. Probably 10 to 15, 15 to 20 reps, something like that. Nice.
Okay, next we're moving on to 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps.
So 3 sets of 12 is killing your gains.
When you start to fail, you get a little more assistance and you can push beyond failure.
Once you've hit your 20 reps, you're done with that exercise. There's 4 sets of 10 reps. Then what you want to do is you want to take a weight that will cause failure in the 12 rep range. Sizes to accumulate 20 ERs or 20 effective reps.
athlean-x at it again. He's suggesting 3 by 12 is the rep range to go.
2 to 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps here is a perfect way to wrap up this chest workout.
Then he says 3 by 12 is killing your gains. It's
3 sets of 12 is killing your gains.
not the optimal way to go. Just remember, the heavier you're lifting, the lower the reps you're training for strength. If you're gonna train for that show muscle, you're training for volume into the higher rep range. It's that easy.
Dimensions 20 reps of each. So I started with 4 sets of 15 of these, and I wouldn't go much lower than that on the rep count.
Probably 3 or 4.
3 or 4 working sets. So 3 or 4 warm-up sets, 3 or 4 working sets. Correct. Okay.
Stop counting the reps that you're doing and make those reps count.
Slow, 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 pause, wait. So you would think, I slow down the descents.
Is to slow down your reps. Slow down your reps.
Slow, slow. So research finds that especially when you go beyond just some eccentric control, it doesn't actually matter anymore.
Here we have Menno Henselman's telling Dr. Mike on the podcast that tempo training is an ineffective way to train for strength.
It doesn't actually matter anymore.
Yet we always see Dr. Mike in all of his guest workout videos, slow, slow.
Going. Slow.
Tempo, tempo, slow, slow.
Slow, slow, slow. Pause, wait.
Choosing to ignore the advice he's getting.
And it can only be done if you slow down that repetition greatly.
It doesn't actually matter anymore.
It's like, brother, your time under tension horse shit. Don't tell me that horse cocking something for 12 reps is the same as doing something like this for like 6 reps.
Because let's face it, any asshole can move a weight from point A to point B, especially if it's the ass that's moving the weight.
Thinking about pulling your shoulder blades to your butt.
Jeff Cavalier mocking the powerlifter's bench press setup, and Jeff Nippert in the top tips and tricks for bench press is showing you exactly how to be doing that setup.
Especially if it's the ass that's moving the weight.
Okay, more clashing and colliding.
We're gonna do a ridiculous amount of volume.
This led him to suggest that doing the flat bench with approximately 10 to 15 rep loads.
We're gonna go all the way down and hold the bottom for a 5 count.
20 reps there, but if I get over 10 reps, I've messed up.
So far, the only consistent thing we've seen is that none of these channels have suggested any reps below the 8 rep range. It's from 8 to 20 so far. And remember, these are bodybuilding, show muscle channels. None of these channels are training for strength, speed, performance, or explosivity.
Are you even bench pressing?
The machine chest press. This may come as a surprise to some of you, but I'm actually a huge fan of chest press machines.
Insanely overrated.
100%. That's the resistance profile. It's backwards.
So the first movement is going to be machine press. My favorite chest exercises is the machine chest press. One of my absolute personal favorites. Insanely overrated.
100%.
Nippert says it's the best. Dr. Mike says it's overrated. And then you see Dr. Mike using that as his top 5 exercise to be used in a chest workout video.
Last exercise of the day, the prime chest press.
Just remember, you're on their roller coaster of whatever they decide to tell you for that week to get views on their videos.
These are not as good as dumbbells and barbells. I promise you.
These deep stretch on the pecs by high tension throughout the range of motion.
Don't do it, Jeff. Don't do it, Jeff. Don't give this S tier. Come on.
If I had to crown just one exercise as the best of the best, I'd probably go with a machine chest press.
Oh.
You know I love Eric Bugenhagen. He's an old school lifter that preaches like I do, the big basic lifts.
I can see this shit coming from a mile away.
Okay? Barbell and dumbbells will always be superior because you're fighting stability the whole time. The second you switch to the machine guided exercises, you're more on the route to bodybuilding and the aesthetic muscle, not the performance and athletic carryover.
Did I not tell you this was gonna happen at the beginning? His S tier is a f***ing machine press and then a seated cable fly.
And when you look at the activation data, the pecs do activate on pullovers. I simply don't feel my pecs when I do this movement whatsoever.
But it's not about you, Jack! This guy is saying that the studies show that it does work the pecs, but he doesn't feel it.
Jeff Nippert's entire angle for his channel is using the science-based studies to cite what's best and what doesn't work.
Based on science, there's science to answer this.
Yet he can just change his mind and tell you this one's not good because to him it doesn't feel good.
Literally, what kind of scientist are you, Jeff?
Again, just remember, nothing matters except can I make this exercise harder and progressively overload through time.
Because Louis, big freaking Lou F. Arnold did these suckers.
Again, only the top bodybuilders of all time.
During my bodybuilding days, it was a secret weapon.
Pullover stimulates the pecs, yet Jeff doesn't like it. Jeff, that's the freaking real world for you, brother. Sometimes it doesn't have to feel good. You do it because you know you should.
When you think it's easy, it's all pain.
Now, if Big Louis Ferrigno and Arnold are telling you pullovers are cash money, you freaking do them.
Some exercises, doing the full range of motion feels a lot harder or it's more annoying. So why go through that extra pain of doing the full squeeze if it's most likely not giving you any extra gains?
It's all pain.
We're talking about the dumbbell upper chest pullover. Arnold and other golden era bodybuilders knew very well the benefits of the pullover.
And I don't see many top bodybuilders putting these on their chest day.
I'm assuming he's not going to put it in the S tier, though. I can guarantee it won't be in the S tier.
I give the bench press 5 stars. So if it were just me, I think I'd probably put the bench press in S tier. I credit most of my own pec development to this exercise.
If this was anything but S tier, this video would just be the absolute just blasphemy of all things bulbous bodybuilder.
Based on my coaching experience, not everyone gets as much pec activation out of the bench press as I do. So for that reason, I'm going to hesitantly drop it back to A tier.
Oh, bastard!
Bench press is king. If you want to get stronger at the bench, you just stick to the bench. Forget your flies, forget your tricep accessories. Bench, bench, bench.
He just dropped it for no reason? Just to appease the chicken leg pencil X?
Keep in mind, this was just one study. It was on 47 untrained subjects, so newbie lifters.
I broke my collarbone, had to rehab with a broomstick, got to an empty barbell and worked my way to 315 pounds. And remember, I'm 6'4" with Barbie wrists, huge levers, so that was awesome and massive for me. It works, just stick to what you need to do.
You know how athlean-x was demonstrating the deadlift with his fake weights?
I get blowback every time I remind you guys that athlean-x used fake weights. He's wanting to appear stronger in his videos to get more views.
If you want to give it a fair shot and give your chest the best chance to grow. And if you haven't done the exercise consistently for
either Brad or Gracie and Barbosa or 99% of the people using fake weights aren't doing it in an instructional tutorial video.
Honest fitness education delivery is the cloak he hides behind to make more views on his videos. That's why he has 136 of the same chest workout tips and tricks videos, repeating, repeating, repeating.
I can see a lot, and I can see when people are cheating through a rep a lot, but I can
is that previously I would max the bench height out at 30 degrees and keep my elbows at 45 degrees because that's what I rep. But
we have a shelfless upper chest, and you're gonna want to increase this angle to about 30 degrees.
Is it some kind of extra dimensional angle?
Now don't make the mistake of continuing to go higher and higher and higher, because all you do is start shifting the focus away from the upper chest.
now that we know that the upper pec is actually mostly attached to the sternum, when I train upper chest, I'll go as high as 60 degrees.
More contradicting. Is it this channel with this angle or is it this channel with this angle? It just goes round and round.
Low incline, probably the lowest degree a regular incline bench at a gym can go. So you pull the pin out, you go click, push the pin in.
Oh, Dr. Mike wants to jump in. Forget the 60 degrees. He's saying one click above parallel is the only incline you need to hit your upper pecs.
I'll go as high as 60 degrees.
Humiston just put science back into his title and got 1 million views off of us with 60-degree incline, yet there's another video of him doing his workout at 15 degrees incline. So what angle is correct? It doesn't matter, it's all the same.
The severity of the incline makes all the difference, but I could give 2 shits because the reason that people usually prefer dumbbells is the same reason that angle really doesn't matter.
So he just preached the 60 degrees, but he concludes with I could give 2 shits about what the science study says, and he goes again by feel.
I'll go as high as 60 degrees.
And once you cross over 50 or 55 or 60 degrees, you're actually starting to go into that realm of less work for the chest and more for the front delt.
I could give 2 shits.
Because we're going from that low to high position on the incline of about 30 degrees, we're gonna more effectively target the upper chest fibers. We're gonna be targeting those upper clavicular fibers of the chest the best.
10 years ago, I knew that the decline bench worked your upper pectorals just as much as like flat and stuff did too. The reverse grip flat bench was like the ultimate upper pec developer. And now he's probably gonna say that this incline actually works like the other, the bottom pecs or whatever more.
A recent study found that the incline bench press caused the same lower and mid pec growth as the flat bench did, plus better upper pec growth.
Wow! What did I say? Just told you. Just told you.
Doesn't matter if you're using a barbell, dumbbells, or what the angle the bench is.
Implying that slightly higher inclines between 44 to 56 degrees might be best for most people.
The lowest degree a regular incline bench at a gym can go.
Even though it doesn't look like much on the graph,
I could give 2 shits. Set a bench up at 30 degrees and press with your elbows at 45 degrees, which you might have heard of before because everybody says that. Also, everybody's upper chest sucks, so there's that.
There's a reason there's 10 different levels to an incline bench. Any angle can work and flat bench is fine. That's the main takeaway from this segment we should have.
This is a pretty subjective one, but I'm gonna put the pec deck machine in A tier.
I think it's overrated.
Overrated. The pec fly machine is overrated. A lot of people think it's like goated, but it's really like, maybe it's like a pony.
Nippert says the pec fly machine is an A tier, yet Dr. Mike says it's overrated. And then Dr. Mike uses that as one of his best exercises for the pecs in his chest tips videos.
We get more of an extreme stretch at the bottom, get that form, can't get that stretch, and finish, because it'll work on that stretch.
Or they don't even get their hand across midline. Those are two big mistakes. If you can get the arm across and keep your body moving back at the same time, you're gonna hammer the pecs the way that they should be.
But they're all doing the cable crossovers.
Again, Dr. Mike critiquing the cable fly, and then there it is, shows up in his top 5 exercises for chest growth.
It's really a vanity exercise for the worst possible reasons. Like,
nobody's done that exercise without looking in a mirror.
100%.
Slightly bent elbows. You're always going to go for a deep stretch.
And you can also optionally cross your arms over at the top to really max out that upper pec contraction and range of motion. I'm not so big on the contraction these days. This is the only exercise we've covered so far that gets the pec fully contracted.
You're not going to cable crossover with pinkies out yourself towards enormous pecs.
For the most part. Yeah, the cables feel good. Nobody gets massive on the cables. I thought we knew this.
If there's one exercise that I feel more than any other when it comes to chest contraction and chest recruitment, it's this right here.
You will get a bit of a stronger contraction, you're right, but
we call it the omni crossover. So I set one cable high and one cable low.
You get your stupid ass cables, you can squeeze. You know what I'm saying?
I have a standard cable crossover. And we're gonna do it again at the level of the chest.
Also do this thing where you pointed your thumbs forward. You will
gotta have a straighter top that you pull down even more. Just like your titties out, nipples and shit. Children fainting in the back, and you just see the cross striations. Here's the thing: the reason a lot of people do that is because they saw other bodybuilders on videos, like DVDs from the '90s doing it, and it's just this cultural momentum that's continued on. A little big, like about 4.5 weeks out from the Dildo International.
Yep, that's super awesome. Nothing wrong with that. You can use that all the time.
You have the worst bench press on the planet if you do these 3 things. With incline press. People clown on gym bros for cutting the range short. Tension approach here, not quite fully walking out at the top, and maintaining a smooth cadence of about 1 second up. First, you don't bring the bar all the way down to your chest. Come on, that's where most of the growth is, and I know you have the mobility to do it. 1 second down on each and every rep. I don't think there's anything particularly special about constant tension per se.
So which one's gonna be? He's showing us 4 range of motion, touch the chest, and then he's showing you stop halfway and stay in the upper range over and over in both tip tricks videos.
For your chest, you start out with a set of flat bench dumbbell flies or pec bench. You have an option there.
Well, you know how I feel about the unsupported dumbbell bench fly.
Let's do these all as lengthened partials. So I just cut out the top half of the movement altogether where there's no tension anyway.
I have to put the big red X first and foremost through the bench fly.
Arnold has one of the best chests of all time. athlean-x on-screen credits the dumbbell pec fly as one of the best exercises for that, yet says to never do them.
We're talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger and specifically the dumbbell chest fly. But we're not gonna do them like he did.
Dumbbell flies, one of my favorites.
Look, I have all the respect in the world for Arnold, and his results are obviously inarguable. The physical therapist in me knows there's a better option than the flat bench version of it.
For your chest, you start out with a set of flat bench dumbbell flies or pec bench. You have an option there.
Jeff always says the dumbbell fly is bad and shows the skeleton with the shoulder joint popping at a socket, but he's freezing the shoulder blade. Watch how much range I have on my shoulder blade without even using my shoulder. He's forgetting you have extra motion with shoulder blade going back. So the dumbbell fly is bad on a wide bench if you're too narrow for it. On a narrow bench, your shoulder blade does tons of extra degrees of range of motion, making the fly perfectly fine, as all the other pros say it is.
I think dumbbell fly is one of the freaking best now. Because you sore every time, and you can manhandle some pretty big weights if you get comfortable with it.
Zero tension at the top of the range of motion when the pecs are most contracted. Top of the range of motion.
Who cares about the top of the you are the one saying the stretch is the most important part. Obviously the bench variations, weighted dips, dumbbell flies, you freaking money.
Going with dips, dip station.
I'm gonna do something catty, overrated.
Dips are by far, without a doubt, they're unparalleled. They are the best exercise for pecs, delts, and triceps.
Overrated.
On the list, the incline dumbbell press. What say you, Dr. Mike?
It is overrated. For my great-grandfather, it was good for grandpa. Dad did it. Your little brother's doing it already. Your older brother has a kid and he's doing it already. Don't fall behind.
When you look at bodybuilding greats like Arnold posing, a well-developed clavicular head definitely completes the physique.
I don't see many top bodybuilders putting these on their chest day.
If you forget the past, you are doomed to repeat it.
Guys, the concept of effective reps is actually nothing new. As a matter of fact, Arnold Schwarzenegger knew all about this years ago.
These channels are master regurgitators. If you read any magazines from the 80s or even 90s, these channels are just spitting the same information to you. There's nothing new, it's all been done before.
When we think of the giants from the past and their approach to chest training, we oftentimes think of training with barbells under heavy loads. While those compound movements certainly stimulate muscle growth and build raw strength, dumbbell chest workouts can still get the job done. In fact, icons like Arnold and Franco Columbu relied heavily on a wide range of dumbbell exercises like the dumbbell floor press, the dumbbell fly, dumbbell pullovers, and the incline dumbbell chest press, just to name a few. Well, you know how I feel about the unsupported dumbbell bench fly.
So the big aha moment for me on these.
The reason I want to start with the mistake I've been making is just in case you're doing the same thing, because it's an easy one to make.
Fearbait is the fitness version of clickbait. Ryan Humiston's channel is the worst for this, but athlean-x is right behind him. Stop what you're doing. What you're doing is wrong. We got it all wrong. The science is all wrong.
We've been training our chest wrong this entire time.
here's how to do it instead, okay? It's just a tactic to keep the information refreshed, to keep you coming back and clicking on the next video for what's going on.
And remember, this isn't for somebody getting ready for the combine or who wants to lift a house. This is merely for somebody who wants to get as much activation and growth out of that chest as possible.
You can still build muscle without necessarily getting strong.
They had a different goal in mind. They were testing for strength or power. I don't know, maybe they're in a highly competitive softball league. The only thing I care about is hypertrophy. So
again, these are bodybuilding channels.
If you look at bodybuilding, it's the easiest place where you can work hard. You can have kind of a lack of care there. And if people act like there is, well then it's kind of ridiculous.
The main goal is always, how do my muscles look in the mirror?
But I don't care about strength. I want to be all show and no go.
They have the lowest spectrum of fitness scores on all the audits we've done, and for that they'll always be inferior to the channels that deliver a wider spectrum of fitness involving athletics and functional movement to carry over into life and sport.
At least 3 to 4 minutes in between those sets.
Whoa! Close grip sandwich press is the, you know what I mean? Like ultra, that's ultra bro science.
This is just one of those exercises that influencers do to be different, but overload potential. So.
It is hilarious that you do see people doing shit like this in the gym. And then I'll also see people doing that. They'll do like a front raise with it or something. But they're in their mind, they're probably thinking, oh, I'm working the upper pectoral clavicular head of my pecs. I want to work the upper inner.
Most of your upper titty meat.
Slow to grow upper chest fibers.
So Nipper mocks this as an influencer's Instagram press. Humiston has it as number 4 out of his 10 top chest exercises.
Number 4, barrel presses. Now starting off with the barrel press, which is basically just a hybrid between a fly and a press.
And athlean-x praises this exercise as one of the best for upper chest.
It's one of the best pressing exercises you can do, the dumbbell incline squeeze press. And very much like the landmine press, this gives us a chance to introduce some isometric adduction.
Zero consistency whatsoever.
You never guess, stupid. That seems like a meme to me, honestly. You get to squeeze the chest, work the inner chesticles.
There's no evidence that these target the inner pecs. In fact, I think they'd probably be worse for the inner pecs than a standard dumbbell press, since the inner pec fibers aren't getting as stretched here. The hex press is going in F tier.
It's one of the best pressing exercises you can do, the dumbbell incline squeeze press.
And he's using the freaking 20s. Sure, brother, the 20s ain't gonna do jack diddly. You know what I'm saying? You know? I don't think this bullshit press is gonna give you deep engorged striated feathered pectoralis. There's probably gonna be some meme exercises he creates, like the half kneeling twisting cable rotation will probably be S tier.
Find the movement to be a bit awkward at first, but once you get the hang of it, it really is a great option. I love the press around, and it's going in A tier.
Actually bringing your arm across the chest.
The half kneeling twisting cable rotation will probably be S tier.
One, you get quite a lot more range of motion in the fully contracted position. I'm not so big on the contraction these days.
But however, this study came up. And why do you put so much stock in the study anyways? Do it for yourself. Try it out. See how it feels. Do it different ways.
There is no perfect science. There is no perfect science. There is no perfect science. So any workout that is actually recommended to you based on the latest in science alone is not really going to cut it.
The perfect, the ultimate, science-based, based on science, science-backed. Just remember, these are algorithm search terms to get more views for videos. And always just remember, the only thing consistent is no consistency at all.
Come up with your own freaking solutions. Come up with your own conclusions. Don't sound like this. Oh, I don't like this exercise because Brad J. Schoenfeld likes it. I do like it now, and I give it A+.
At the end of the day, guys, it's all about stimulating the muscle fiber. Your body doesn't know the difference.
It's all right answers, folks. Press, press, press away, fly away, decline, flat, incline. It's all good.
So they can make dozens of videos on their channel and then they just cover their asses at the very end of a video to say, you know what, just do what's good for you. Let's do it all anyways.
All of that shit to say, I'm gonna do both versions. If your chest is growing, then keep doing what you're doing.
Stretches.
Have your own opinion, brother. It's just like this whole bro science of decline's the bottom.
The way to build a bigger chest, just follow the fibers.
So if you want your lower pecs to develop, the line of pull has to go mostly down.
Flaps like the middle girth.
Bring the arm directly across the chest, east and west.
If you want your mid pecs to develop, the line of pull has to be straight across with a press.
Upper is the freaking clavicular.
We're going to be targeting those upper clavicular fibers of the chest the best.
If you want your upper pecs to develop, the line of pull has to go a little bit up.
Let's see what he says.
Bench press caused the same lower and mid pec growth.
Wow! What did I say? Just told you. Just told you. So, you know, what does that say? It's just different strokes for different folks. What do I say all the time? Just find what you like to do and just do it. It doesn't matter what you do. It's the freaking gusto, the intensity, the cojones you bring to it. And if you horsecock shnikes with a lot of energy and, you know, freaking intensity, like, you're gonna get gains and growth. You know?
These channels profit off of the short-term goal, short-term mindset lifters, the ones that comment, perfect, I was just headed to the gym, I'll try these tips and tricks right now. Okay.
So we're finishing up with a push-up variation, which is crazy when you look around. I have an entire gym to myself, and this is the exercise I choose to finish with. Sometimes the simplest stuff is the best, right?
I preach the 1,000 workout journey. 1,000 workouts, logged reps, sets, and exercises to prove in the data that you are getting stronger over time.
I'm just as guilty. Last year I developed a bad case of curved deep posture syndrome because just like everybody else, I sat in front of the computer and did most of my work, and then slowly over time my shoulders rolled forward to where that was the only comfortable position.
Humason just described the upper cross syndrome. It's everyone who trains the mirror muscle chest too much that pulls and tightens their posture forward, ignoring the posterior pull, row, back fly patterns to balance that posture out. So if you're slouched forward, knuckles dragging on the ground, you're training your chest too much, ignore that for a while and focus on your back.
This is me as a kid. There is no chest, it's all nipples, and they're not even good.
This is the remnants of all the testing. It's a long and boring process. It takes a lot of stimulants to get through. This is more of the testing.
This is your fitness idol. Coke, Mountain Dew, Monster Energy drinks, and steroids doing all the work for his physique, yet he's pushing his programming on you to follow.
And if you're one of those people that think you've gotten a lot bigger in a short period of time, it's increased frequency.
Okay, you gotta open your eyes and stop falling for this fitness YouTube circus.
You want a program that does that, get the upper lower program. It is rough.
The 30-day challenges are BS. There's nothing you can change in that short of time that's everlasting. Stay with this for the long term. These creators are just repackaging the same content over and over to you. Ending like I always do, all the answers to fitness and the gains you want. Eat right, eat the right proportions, get your protein from food sources, protein powder only as a backup, train hard, train with intensity, train within 1 rep to failure.
Always the heavy! That's what makes life worth living!
Then rest, respect the recovery, sleep hard, sleep well, and do it all over again. Log your first 1,000 workouts, not 100, 1,000 workouts, and that'll get you well on your way to your fitness for life mindset, the fitness for life journey, not a 30-day trial, not a 72-hour fast, a long-term habit that becomes a lifestyle.